The whistle goes and this new season is underway. During the summer, the Lionesses made all the headlines on the football front, but now it's the Moors' turn to roar as 2022-23 officially gets underway. Hold on tight. Usual thrills on the way. Hereford straight on the attack, and it's a nervy moment there as the ball went into the box, but Max Metcalf gets his body behind it and then very, very quickly distributes it down the left-hand side here. And Judy Yebo, who was really lively during pre-season, is getting on his bike again. His cross deflects up in the air and it's punched behind, and it's an early corner for Moors. Well, there was a nervous moment when the ball went into the Moors box at the other end, but now they're on the front foot. Jack Evans cuts in field and plays it square for Haynes. Haynes goes long. Hodgkiss will chase. Metcalf's coming out. Hodgkiss is going to get there. Metcalf did just enough. Appeals that maybe he used his hand outside the box, but I don't think there was any real danger of that being the case. He came out and spread himself, and I think he used his midriff. He did quite well in the end, because there was a hairy moment where both players were chasing for it and he didn't know who was going to get there first. He sets up very deliberately a two-man wall at the edge of the box, put together by Spennymoor to try and defend the delivery. Pinchard steps up, clips it in towards the edge of the 6-yard box, and the header is just over the bar. I think it was the centre-back, Haynes, who got all the way up there and got his head to the ball. It was a decent contact as well, and he might, when he looks back at that, think he should have got that one on target. But it looped over the crossbar. The first real opportunity this afternoon goes Hereford's way. Pinchard lines the corner up. Evans has got to take it short, but Yebo, very wise to that, cuts off that option, darts back with him. Ball comes into the box, Barnett heads it down, it's danger, and it's really good defended by Anderson, and then it's cleared away in the end by James Curtis. But Barnett's header down was the real problem. He met the first contact, it bounced down and up into the area, and Anderson did ever so well to get his head to the ball, and Curtis then pounced to get it clear. Joe Tate collects possession in the centre circle and clips a nice ball out to the near side. Duxbury collects it on his chest inside for Wheatley. Wheatley looks after it well for Yebo, who sidesteps away from a couple of players. Good play there. It might fall for Yebo again here, left hand side of the box. Couple of step overs and he finds himself a yard inside the area, but then almost tricks himself in the end due to Yebo, and Hereford are able to clear. Curtis shows extra strength and fizzes a lovely ball into Yebo on the edge of the box. Yebo goes down under pressure, and the referee says it's handball actually there, but it looked for a second like he was going to give a penalty. And suddenly now Hereford spring down the other side. This is dangerous. It's Ryan McLean away down the right hand side. He's deep into the penalty area now, and he side foots it back, and then it's an own goal. It's gone in off Rob Ramshaw, who was desperately trying to clear it, but he just couldn't make the contact he wanted, and the midfielders inadvertently slept the ball past his own goalkeeper. Max Metcalf, nothing he could do. It was a lightning quick counter-attack by the home side down the right-hand side. McLean slid a dangerous ball low into the penalty area, and Ramshaw, in his desperation to try and clear the ball and get something on it, has managed to divert it past his own goalkeeper. And it's Hereford who strike first here on 14 minutes. Ball comes in there, it's flicked away from trouble, and Pulis trying to turn on the halfway line, and he gets away, and suddenly now Spennymoor have got a really decent attack on. It's 3 against 2 for a moment. It's played through for Anderson. Can they work it well? It's gone Ramshaw right hand side. Thulis is in the middle. Ramshaw's ball goes behind both he and Anderson in the middle, and Hereford survive. Just not slick enough at the end from Spennymoor there. They worked it reasonably well, but the final ball across just took a deflection off the Hereford man and squirted across the box behind Mark Anderson, and nobody in red was there following up, and Hereford just about by their fingertips maintain their 1-goal lead. Haynes now plays it square for Lilly. Back to Haynes again, just trying to take the sting out of it now. Hereford and pass the ball around and contain possession for a little while. Lloyd, he's not being aware of his surroundings there, and he's had his pocket picked, and it's slid through for Taylor. Might even fall for Thulis here. The goalkeeper slipped. Thulis with a chance, and it's Thulis with the equaliser. A really, really clever finish from Jordan Thulis. The goalkeeper slipped at an inopportune moment. It fell rather fortuitously, it has to be said, for the Moors front man as well, but he had nothing No need for any kind of luck with the finish. He drilled it across the goalkeeper into the far top corner of the net. And Moors are level here. It's 1-1 with 24 minutes on the clock. Wheatley does enough on the halfway line, and then Ramshaw with an ambitious pass. But I tell you what a ball that is. And it's a lovely touch by Duxbury as well. Duxbury trying to find an avenue inside. He goes back out to the right hand side. It's Cousin Dawson now. Plays it against the Hereford man. He'll win a throw in. And it's taken quickly as well. Ayibo, right edge of the 18-yard box. Back to Cousin Dawson. His cross is not a bad one, but it's glanced clear by the defender. And then the strike from Wheatley is not a bad one, you know. In fact, it was Duxbury, on the edge of the box who got onto that one. And he hit it with his left foot outside of the boot. Just rising a little too high, but not a bad effort from the fullback. It dropped to him really quickly. McLean wriggles forward, but it's a good interception and it falls loose for Tate. Space for Jordan Pulis here. The ball doesn't find him though, and it goes forward. That's a good challenge by Wheatley. Might have hurt himself in there, but it won't matter now because Rob Ramshaw's got in the middle. He plays the ball across towards Pulis, who takes a touch. Can he get the shot away? Big chance! 2-1! Pulis doubles his tally for the afternoon. Rob Ramshaw might feel he's done himself a favour as well after that own goal earlier. His assist, lovely pass to Pulis. He showed great composure, stepped inside with the ball and then rammed it towards goal. There was a defender on the line who tried to keep it out, but his effort was in vain and the ball just planted into the roof of the net. And Spennymoor have turned it round here, having been 1-0 down. There are now 34 minutes on the clock and it's Hereford 1, Spennymoor Town 2. Jordan Pulis at the double.
Come on, Hereford!
Haynes is going to take a long one into the box by the looks of things this time. Defending to do. Spennymoor, crucial you feel that they should take this lead into the half-time dressing room with them. 2-1 up at the moment thanks to Jordan Pulis' brace. But defending to be done here as the ball comes in and it's glanced on as a chance, and it's a wonderful save from Metcalf. Hands on their heads for the Hereford players inside the area. I'm not sure who it was who got the final touch there. It might have been Lloyd, but Max Metcalf sprung right across his goal there to flick the ball over the crossbar. It was definitely nestling in at the top corner. Good defending in the end from Moors, but more to come. That's a good header away. Gone back to the corner kick taker though, and it'll be a throw in this time. Taken quickly by Evans into the feet of Miles Story. Pinchard now trying to find an angle to cross. He gives it back to Thompson Summers on the edge of the box, who tries to find the yard for a shot maybe, and then scoops the ball up against the... Oh, he's given a penalty. Well, I mean, I'm a long way from that incident, but the ball got scooped up, I think against... I'm not sure from this distance whether it was Wheatley or whether it was Cousin Dawson, but the Hereford man scooped the ball up into the midriff of the Spennymoor defender. I mean, it was only 2 or 3 yards away from him, and the referee has decided, and he was well placed in fairness, but he's decided it was deliberate handball and it's a penalty. We're in the final few seconds actually of normal time in this first half, and Barnett with the ball on the spot now. The referee directing traffic on the edge of the area. Max Metcalf made a wonderful save a moment ago to prevent Hereford levelling. Can he come up with some heroics again? No, he can't. He did get his hand to it, but Barnett's finish is into the bottom corner of the net, down to Max Metcalf's left. The youngster got his fingers to it, but couldn't keep it out. And it's all right on the stroke of half-time. It's 2-2. You'd got to say you fancy Spennymoor to create a couple more chances, or at least, you know, cause some problems for Hereford in this second half, because they've looked really quite tasty going forward at times, the visitors. There's a ball forward, it's cleared away this time by Lilly, helped forward by Hodgkiss. It's a hopeful one, but Curtis is under problems here, and suddenly now's a chance, and the referee is given another penalty. Miscommunication between Metcalf and Curtis, real problems at the back. Metcalf ended up upending his man, and the referee is being appealed to by the Hereford players that it should be more than a penalty. It should be some kind of card as well, but clumsy defending. Tyrone Barnett went bottom right as we look in the first half. Will he switch that up? Will he go a different way? It's a battle of wits, isn't it, almost, when you've got a second penalty and the two same players are going head to head. Barnett with plenty of experience. What will he opt to do? But it's an early opportunity here. We're not even 4 minutes into this second half. Referee's whistle goes. Barnett steps up and sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. He went left this time. Max Metcalf gambled on him going the same way. He didn't. And Tyrone Barnett has answered back with 2 goals of his own here. And the game reversed once again. Now it's Hereford 3, Spennymoor 2. Hereford put back forward again, and Lilly just about stretched high enough to get that header. And it bounces away for a throw. It's a good throw into Thewlis. Thewlis plays it square. Chance for Taylor. Drags it across goal, and then a Yebo can't divert it in. Well, Taylor took a touch. He's got his head in his hands there because he knows that was by. That was a half chance, if not more, for Spennymoor to drive themselves level in this game once again. Anderson will go across to take the left wing corner. He raises his right hand to signal what's happening. Ayebo offers the short option, but that's well marshalled by Pinchard, so this ball will go into the box here. It's a drifted ball in there, which is brilliantly met by Barnett, but it's collected by Wheatley. He slides it through for Ayebo. Can he find the angle for a shot here? Anderson clips the ball in, and it's clipped on by Taylor. Back to Taylor again! And is it in? The linesman's flag stays down. It was agonisingly close, and then the shot comes in from Wheatley, and it's charged down. Well, I was ready to call that one a goal there. Taylor's shot seemed to be squirming beyond the grasp of Wade, but he, in a combination of the defender, managed to keep it out. I looked straight across the linesman. He was unmoved on the near side, but so close to an equalising goal there for Moors marksman Glenn Taylor. Tate hoists the ball over the top. Haynes just gives it back to the goalkeeper, and Wade sends it long. He had back forward there. Ramshaw trying to put some pressure on, but it's cleared away once again by Zach Lilly. Great win in the air by Tate, and it's all the way through to Taylor on the edge of the box. Might fall for Spennymoor here. It does, and on the right hand side here is Charlie Watt now. Watt trying to get on his left foot, and he drills a shot at goal. And well, his first touch in his Spennymoor shirt there almost resulted in a goal. Is an instinctive block save from the goalkeeper there. He did really well, Brad Wade, in fairness, to get his right foot to the ball, because Watt had drilled it through legs, and it was certainly on its way in like a rocket there before Wade's intervention. What an announcement as a Spennymoor player that would have been for the teenager. Duxbury with the right wing corner that has resulted from that opportunity. Hangs one into the far post. It's cleared away, collected by Spennymoor on the far side though, and it's Thewlis trying to whip it in there, and it's grasped at his near post by Wade. Duxbury whips it in. It's deeper this time, over Taylor's head and cleared away. Anderson 25 yards out, thinks about maybe hitting it, then sweeps a lovely ball back out to the right hand side for Duxbury on the fringe of the 18-yard box. Duxbury goes inside. He tries to get past one man. He's still going, Duxbury. Can he find an angle for a shot maybe? Might come back for Anderson on the edge of the box, and Anderson strokes home the equaliser, and Moors are back on level terms again in this game of absolute roller coaster emotions for both sides. It's gone one way then the other, and now we're back at level terms again. Anderson with a lovely cultured finish inside of his boot, just stroked it into the bottom corner of the net. The keeper couldn't get there, and Spennymoor, who are back on level terms in this game now, and who would be brave enough to call which way this one's going to go now. 90 seconds of normal time left. Hereford 3, Spennymoor Town 3. Here's a chance for Thompson Somers to turn in field. Twists one way then the other. Little pass into Osadeko. Back to Thompson Somers again, who does really well there. Gets on his right foot, and the deflected shot goes wide of the far post. Max Metcalf had it covered. It was always comfortably going past that back post, but it was clever play. Flicked on there on the halfway line, but Hereford lifted back over the top, and it's Lekan Osadeko who was interested but won't get there ahead of Metcalf, and that might just take us through to the final whistle here. By my watch, that is the 4 minutes elapsed, and I think the referee is about to end this contest. Indeed he does. There's the final whistle. Well, this crowd of just over 2,200 have been treated to an exhibition on the opening day of National League North. This game went one way then the other. Both sides perhaps will leave it feeling a little bit let down. They haven't won it, but certainly more than relieved they haven't lost it as well.